Your life is too short to spend any of it poring over the bucket list. Frankly, if you were a giant redwood or the Mesozoic era, then your life would probably still be too short for this almost obscenely mawkish mess. The movie's title refers to a checklist drawn up by a pair of terminal cancer patients, hapless codgers confined to the same hospital room as they wait to hear the latest bad news. With lots of time to contemplate the ultimate deadline, first one and then the other of them jot down a few things that they wish they still had time for. Carter is a lowly auto mechanic, so for him it's a philosophical exercise. Edward, however, is a billionaire health services financier, so he decides that they should go out with some balls, not just write the list, but live it. Carter and Edward are played by much-loved actors Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson, or at least Freeman and Nicholson are up there on the screen, going through the motions. There's approximately zero evidence to suggest that either man had a moment's interest in the movie, beyond the sound of a paycheck hitting his bank account. Journeyman filmmaker Justin Zackham is credited with the movie's screenplay. I'm at least a little bit suspicious, however, that Justin Zackham is not a real person, and that the screenplay is actually a scientific experiment to determine the maximum amount of inane, imbecilic dialogue and plot cliches that can occupy a single point in space and time. In one scene, where Carter and his wife quietly cavil over his treatment, Eduardo chimes in to observe that, as something of a public health expert, I believe that more people die from visitors than from diseases. Yes, Ed, patients are dropping like flies because of all those darned annoying visits from loved ones. Seriously, what does that even mean? It means nothing at all except that Zackham thinks being pointlessly contrarian is funny. The deep wishes and flights of fancy that Ed and Carter fulfill are completely cliché. Let's get a tattoo, visit the Taj Mahal, go skydiving, see the pyramids, eat caviar, go on a safari in Africa. Wait, no fast cars, cathartic romp atop the Great Wall of China, or sex with a stewardess at 35,000 feet? Oops, spoke too soon. If you just can't avoid this train wreck, bide your time until the climactic tender montage that includes separate scenes in which Edmundo first vents his inarticulate despair against a hapless TV dinner, and then weeps at the picture window while listlessly turning his back on, nah, it's too comical to spoil. It's not supposed to be a funny moment, but since nothing else in the movie works the way it's supposed to, I didn't feel bad at all for laughing.